What are you pointing at me for? Why would you point at me? What
your name's
did I
Chad.
do?
You know why.
Oh, you're a Brandon. What up, posse?
It's my channel now.
Okay, we have a lot of stuff to do today. We're going to do this as a regular one, and we're going to start with Dead Technology. And I've got quite the frickin' treat for you. I just watched this. This is called Gunga Din.
Gunga Din.
So this movie was horribly stolen by Steven Spielberg and George Lucas because it is the Temple of Doom.
Only in this case, it's a much bigger gong, and the man is matted in onto a miniature set. Now, that marvelous ripple effect that changes the title was created by RKO's optical effects wizard of the time, Lynn Dunn. And he told me that this was accomplished by reflecting the letters into a pan of mercury, which gives that beautiful ripple effect. And of course, we'll also be talking about the goddess Kali and the thugs.
Brandon, what year was this made?
1937, I believe.
1939.
Okay.
George Stevens was the director of this. Now, this guy's got 2 other Oscars. He did Giant, which is an amazing, amazing movie that has Elizabeth Taylor, Rock Hudson, James Dean, a very young Dennis Hopper, and Sal Mineo, who I would encourage you to look up because Sal Mineo was also in Rebel Without a Cause, had a sad, sad, tragic death as well. Kali Cult as well that's in here. And the one thing that I really noticed most than anything else besides the whole thievery of all of this is the music is so stolen. So, yeah, and I encourage everybody to watch it. It's not a bad movie at all. It's just horribly, horribly stolen.
Well, especially if you're an Indiana Jones fan, watch it, right?
100%.
Well,
so, yeah.
Anyway, and it's just fun to say Gunga Din.
Yeah.
Gunga.
Gunga Din.
And I forgot what Gunga Din meant, but it means something.
It means someday this movie will be stolen by some lowlife losers.
Virtue.
Let's do this because, well, it's the only thing Star Wars on the table.
No, that was...
And it's kind of connected to the guys that stole that movie.
Speaking of Lucas, yeah, you're way over there. Let's give this to Brandon in the camera angle.
No.
Speaking of Lucas, this is a gift from one of my clients, Natasha.
I'm going to save those for last.
Okay.
Because those are kind of fun.
All right.
Hey, I'm going to go to this legend. So this guy took Storm's powers on the 97 X-Men cartoon, like the 3rd episode, spoiler alert.
You're talking the 97s. Okay.
And
this is the first 97 that I have actually
seen.
Handled, yeah.
And I mean, this is a cool figure.
I like the DJ band, the X-Cutioners, better.
I do too.
Yeah.
But I mean, this guy comes with a gun. He's got a nice little cape, half a cape.
Heavy cardstock. The animation on there looks really good. Look at how thick.
The cards are done very well on these. So far, I know you haven't been watching the cartoon.
No.
I have. I've kind of liked it. Brandon, have you checked it out?
Yeah, I've enjoyed it so far.
It's been pretty good. I mean,
they haven't really had Nightcrawler in it, though. That's
no, they haven't.
They haven't had Nightcrawler?
It's been 4 episodes in almost.
But yet there he is.
And there's only 10 episodes.
Ugh.
Okay.
So, I mean, they got a long way to go and a short time to get there. This isn't even a G.I. Joe. He doesn't even have a name.
It says right there, G.I. Joe.
He's just the action infantry soldier. It's just some random grunt.
But it says right there, G.I. Joe.
They want people to buy at least 5 of these to army build him.
His name is Action Soldier Infantry.
That's his name.
Put some respect on his middle name, Soldier.
Man, put some respect on that.
Hey, calm down, guys.
He is action.
Don't Birdman him.
He's Action Infantry Soldier the Third, okay?
Totally looks like Birdman stunting with my daddy.
So this is the G.I. Joe's version of the Cobra, infantry guy? Okay. But I get that. People are going to buy 5 to 10 of them and be like, oh, I'm going to have them on my Jeeps and all that.
Yeah,
on
clearance they will.
Hopefully it goes on clearance.
What do you got here?
West Coast Avengers box set.
I thought it was cereal, and this is the actual.
Look at that. Yeah,
this is the actual cover of the first magazine or comic book. Now, keep in mind that remember first. I was such a huge fan of West Coast Avengers.
It was really cool for me as a
Back a
kid.
little bit more
Yeah,
in a
no
little bit.
problem.
I want to see the whole.
Hawkeye was such a favorite character of mine, and Vision was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to give you your own Avengers team.
Yeah.
You know, and he got to kind of cherry pick from Avengers that he had worked with who he wanted.
Woo! Now
Nice
that's Hank
catch.
Pym on the bottom, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Hank Pym, Tigra, Mockingbird, Spider-Woman, which was never on the team. They asked her if she wanted to be on the team. She was too busy kicking it with the Shroud.
You know, I just realized, and I don't mean to interrupt you. Yes, yet I said I was going to before we even started filming.
Foiled again.
I just realized why I like West Coast Avengers so much, and you,
Why?
because we're the same age, and we read these comics religiously because they were drama like Alpha Flight. You had Hank Pym going through a
Totally.
divorce.
He was like trying to he didn't even want to be a hero anymore.
Nope. Gifts from clients.
I know.
So
A little known fact is
mind your manners.
I'm
I
interrupting
will.
you, and I've never seen Napoleon Dynamite.
Have
That's
you never
ridiculous.
seen
I own 2 copies of them on DVD, and anytime I go out, I buy them all up. Napoleon
always carry a
Dynamite was
copy.
probably one of the coolest movies that has ever
that?
been made.
That farmer guy that they had, like that whole scene of him talking to Napoleon Dynamite, they didn't script that. They just kept rolling the camera, and they don't know what he was talking about.
No, that's what's so
Right.
awesome about it. And really, when you watch that movie, you get a sense and feel of I am in the middle of
Oh,
nowhere.
look at that Buffy shot.
I have.
This is my Senor
Gojira.
Elzilla.
I really love the throwback look on that.
That thing is so cool.
Has a flame coming out of the mouth.
I mean, they're gonna make a bigger one. I think they might have already made like the bigger one re-release.
Yeah, they probably.
That is already out, I believe. And
Oh
I
my
think I
God.
used to have that, and also his arms would shoot out. And we're talking
Yeah.
about a 2.5 foot toy
Yeah.
back in the 70s, which was very ironic because I never put Shogun Warriors and Godzilla together as a kid, and then realized that it's all Toho anyway.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
It's all in the same universe.
Right. You're in this.
giant mutant of a thing.
Which
You
one?
want to do the Chisel?
Okay, go ahead.
That's my buddy Raphael. Not to be confused with my other buddy.
That's mine.
Not well, it was yours.
Yeah. Well, I got that on clearance.
And
I'm
it's
looking for
reminiscent
you-
of
I'm
the
looking
one
for the
foot
other
turtles
ones
they used
for
to
you
have.
on clearance. If I find them, I'm getting them, and you're gonna owe me.
I've seen them
whatever.
at swaps recently with some of the swap videos, because I haven't been to one yet this year, but I've seen some that people are selling. Don't think I'm going to collect it. However, probably going to keep it because
It's
I only
cool.
paid $11 for it.
12-inch figure. It's
And
pretty
it's a
cool.
12-inch figure. There's a lot of really good articulation. It's a heavy figure. It's a
Yeah.
good
It's
quality.
a $30 figure, easy.
Yeah. And I just see that going up in price.
And I mean, like somebody would maybe take that and give it a black wash and kind of grime them up a little bit.
Ronin them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are like soldiers that are like after him, you know. Kind of got like their body armor. You like look at the way the like lines pop on there.
Here, put this on the just heavy enough. Modest brewing, y'all.
Modest, not to be modest, y'all.
Should have put it upright so you can see it.
Brandon doesn't get anything right.
No.
You can see
This
it.
looks like Robotech in a way.
It does. I mean,
I'm honestly,
so this is part of the Target Haul-a-thon. They like these are limited. Like they're once they're gone.
It looks
they're
like Snake
gone.
Eyes and
Storm Shadow,
Yeah.
right? Anyway, and then now this totally looks like Baxter Stockman right out of the pages of the comic. You know, like that looks like,
they did for the other movie.
and it's like, you know, he's been on the cartoon, you know, and this guy's, but I just like it. It's got the little
The
computer,
comic version, yeah.
You know, it's like some nice accessories. I like the package art was nice.
it looks very much retro Eastman and Laird,
And that's
which is
the
nice
thing.
to see that they're actually talking again.
I wasn't even gonna get that one, but once I bought this one, I was like, God, that one looks pretty nice too. So I'm gonna go ahead
as
and
well.
pick that up. And like this, as soon as I seen someone post it, I knew I needed it right away because of an episode of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's Jack the King Kirby,
Oh, cool. Okay, cool.
and
cool.
it got me thinking. I was like, wouldn't it be cool if they just did like Stan Lee, Ditko? They could just do like an action
They could.
figure line of the artists. I would be down to buy those guys.
That's
I
pretty.
mean,
sick.
Marvel Legends did it with Stan Lee. They just got to do one for Jack Kirby and all those other guys.
Is Kirby still around, or is he? Did
No, he died.
He did
He
die.
died.
It
Yeah.
had to have been recent, though, right? Last 10 years.
No.
No?
before
He's
that,
been
yeah.
down. He's gone a long
Not in my world.
He's
Chad's
still
world, he's
alive
still
in my
alive to
world,
me.
And
Brandon-
that's the thing. He's still alive in your world.
Brandon, where can we be found on the interwebs?
We can be found on YouTube, The Toy Posse. Like, subscribe, and comment. We can be found on Instagram, The Real Toy Posse _ at MN Toy Posse. On X, at Toy Posse. And on Facebook, MN Toy Posse and The Toy Posse.
I really like this.
That is a cool one. I
That
might have
is
to
a
get
cool
that.
figure.
Because they don't have much of Jack Kirby, and you got to pay some respects
Oh,
to the king.
before we go, see if you can show the bottom at a lot, like some of the proceeds go to his family.
Go to Laird's?
Go to
Kirby's?
Kirby's family, yeah. So
Oh,
they
that's kinda
use
cool.
his image with their permission.
Okay.
So obviously he's getting a little kickback, and he kind of got screwed.
He got royally screwed when they switched over, but he
Well,
didn't want to
he
be in the
didn't really
limelight,
care.
and
Yeah.
that was his,
Yeah,
that was his.
that
thing.
was.
He
But
was
at the
always
time,
still
nobody had
active.
an idea.
Yeah, but he was. But the thing with him and Stan was the face. He would just do the art.
Yep.
He was still very active up until he died.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So, still made comics.
All right, guys.
All right.
Peace.